What up, y'all? So today is another episode of DuckTales, starring Terence Duck Crawford and his sidekick Bernice with the lace wig. So yesterday, man, last night actually, it was a whole lot of fucking tweeting going on, man. I'm talking about a lot. It was so much shit going on last night, man. I fell asleep on half this shit. I said, damn, it's cracking on Twitter. So we gonna talk about it a little bit. And I'm gonna read some tweets. So if y'all coming in or whatever, make sure y'all smash that like button. Get it out the way. Get it out the way. And subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already. So it starts off, right? Cause before this tweeting shit happened, Terence Crawford did his little video that he been practicing, where one of his mans was in the background holding up a sign for him to read up off that motherfucker. So it all started with that. And then he started tweeting at Errol Spence, if I'm lying, say I'm lying. I'm sure Errol Spence would have wrote back already. So the tweet war started off by Errol Spence saying, man, I got a minute or 30 to waste. Why it take you 2 weeks to say something, bud? Why it take 2 weeks? You been practicing. You tried getting your shit together. Hold on. Damn, I lost it. I clicked off of it. My fault, y'all. My fault. He said, you tried getting your shit together. We can see you looking at some flashcards or some piece of paper. Good you speaking now. I was worried. Yeah, nigga looking like he was kidnapped by the Taliban. Reading the screen to the United States. So then, Errol Spence came back. He came back and said, Terence Crawford claims that his concerns over having transparency over the revenue expenses for the fight was the big issue that killed negotiations. Cap, my side, agreed to show this nut everything he wanted to see. Right? So he tagged Terence Crawford again. Then your team get the draft contract for the fight August 24th. The draft contract included specific provisions that require that both of us receive a complete and full written detailed account showing all pay-per-view sales of the event and the status of all net revenues received and all event expenses incurred and paid. Right? Which, we don't know the fuck that shit mean. Some of y'all do, but I ain't never seen no boxing contract. But anyways, if I'm not telling the truth, tell your hero, Terence the Duck Crawford, to post the draft contract. He talking about he didn't have a guarantee and he was taking all the risk. Motherfucker, I ain't have a guarantee, just a higher percentage. Right? So what it sounds like to me is they wasn't getting a guarantee so they can get more on the back end. And then on the back end, Errol Spence was getting a higher percentage than Terence Crawford because he's the bigger star. If anybody was wondering. All money ain't good money, Errol Spence says. I asked Terence Crawford where the fuck was the $50 million coming from. Whoever the hedge fund putting the money up, he couldn't tell me. I think we all just need to meet in person, right? Errol Spence say he said I wasn't at the table or nowhere to be found. For what, nigga? I knew what I was projected to get in, happy with it. To be honest, that hedge fund deal was for your benefit, nigga. That's what Errol Spence say. Man, I keep clicking off this shit. All right. Let's go to the next one. Errol Spence said, fact of the matter is, he fighting somebody else I'm fighting somebody else, but he fighting a tune-up, because his name is Mr. Tune-Up. Correct. His name is definitely Mr. Tune-Up, because everybody at 147 he's been fighting actually have been tune-ups. By the way, you know. Just the fact of the matter, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence tweeted, "A smart boss surrounds himself with the people who are the best at what they can do in helping my decisions." Going at Terence Crawford, telling Terence Crawford running around talking about, "I'm a real boss." And Errol Spence, he's not a boss, but I am. That's what Terence Crawford been saying. So Errol Spence like, nigga, a real boss, you gotta surround yourself around the motherfuckers to make sure you make the best decisions, nigga. Right? So Errol Spence said, "Hey, check this out, peep this." He asked for approval over expenses. His company, Terence Duck Crawford, to have a chance to review and sign agreements and say yes. No, and said yes for the event. Reviewing and approving agreements before they are executed. The choice of which way to proceed is up to Terence Duck Crawford. Said yes. Next tweet. Crawford wanted to know if revenues from the fight would be placed into a mutually agreeable account and only be released upon all parties agree. My team said yes, nigga. Right? Then Earl came back and said, I did. You could have told me who over it, names or anything. Too much bullshit going on to be taking money from Joe Blow. I'm cool. Facts. Terence Crawford came back and said, "Yeah, I know, and that's cool. More power to you. But when I made that call and told you what was what, as a man, you didn't entertain it. When your people told you not to. Now you could have pulled my card and said, let's go and see what it real. But did you do that? No." That's what Terence Crawford said. And how he said it, too. Terence Crawford said, if he was his so-called own boss, then why I had to talk to Al? That's right. I couldn't talk to you because when I did, you said you had to talk to your people. You can fool all your little fans, but you can't fool me. That's what Terence Crawford, goofy ass Terence the Duck Crawford said, duck sauce. Errol Spence tweeted at Terence Crawford, "You seen opportunity to sell your pussy, and you did it. Get your money. I'm not knocking shit you got going on, but don't act like we didn't give you everything you asked for. I even told you you can walk out last." See, god damn, Terence Crawford getting exposed. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford came back and said 0. And for the record, Errol Spence, I have a strong team. Why you think your team was going back asking why I want this and why I want that put in the contract? Yeah, I thought y'all had one. Errol Spence tweeted back, "You do, nigga. And we gave you everything you asked for. 3 things that was already in the first contract. Pussy." Errol Spence said again, "You capping. Cap ass, nigga. I've been doing all the heavy lifting. Clear the way for your ass. Fought Porter. When you fought Porter, he was semi-retired. And you said, look at the fight Porter had before Bud for Mallor. And Kell Brook was overdone. Facts." Damn. After that, during the mix, Oscar De La Hoya, bitch ass, stuck his nose into the situation. "Oh, I'm glad someone exposed this Al. I've been having to deal with this for years." Crackhead. You know what I'm saying? So Errol Spence started getting on his ass, right? He said, "And you ain't know shit about me or the young guys coming up. You fucked up introducing us every time you was just a face, pussy." That's what Errol Spence tweeted to Oscar. Then he tweeted Oscar again, talking about exposing somebody. Rashidi left your bitch ass because you know how you handle black fighters. Nut, Rob Diaz and Errol Gomez really run Golden Boy Promotions. Facts. That's what Errol Spence said to Oscar De La Hoya. Now, whew. Shit, that was a lot, right, guys? Fact of the matter is, Terence Crawford ducked. This was all this shit. That nigga ducked. He was scared to bet on himself. He said he ought to fight Errol Spence for nothing. Soon when the motherfucking contract got proposed to him, he nutted up. He was in talks with BLT, BBL, Prime TV, and he wanted to get that $20 million guaranteed. He didn't give a fuck about what Earl and them had on the table for him. Because he wanted to fight another tune-up. And that's what Terence Duck Crawford does. He's a nut. It is what it is, man. This nigga fight amnesia, anesthesia. It don't even fucking matter. For real, for real. He fight amnesia. Errol Spence finna fuck around and fight Keith Thurman, I heard. Or, you know my name is no source. Keith Thurman or somebody else tough. You know, we know which one gonna be the bigger fight because Terence Crawford don't have big fights, but he have fights. He have a big fight, but he have fights. So he about to fight amnesia, you know, get it cracking or whatever. I heard December 17th for Errol Spence. Fact of the matter is, what I got out that whole thing is shit. Nothing different than I already knew, to be honest. What we already felt like in the first place. They tried to give Bud everything. He didn't give a fuck about that. He kept going back to say he wanted this after he talked to his lawyer. Terence Crawford acting like he the boss now, but really this nigga is just a nigga that just got free. That let the shit go to his head already. Just like a nigga. I mean, really, just like a nigga. That's what niggas do. You hear me? As soon as they finally get on, they start acting big-headed like a nigga that just started getting paper or something. They start feeling themselves. Next thing you know, everybody broke. Everybody is a worker. Soon a nigga get a business, everybody workers and shit now. And you the only boss in the world. So that's how niggas act when they finally get something. And that's Terence Crawford. But it is what it is, man. Terence the Duck Sauce Crawford is fighting amnesia. And hopefully, bro, have fun with that, man. It is what it is, man. Do what you gotta do, fam. But all I gotta say is, you can't expect for Errol Spence to come over and fight on some unknown ass platform that nobody even know about. Like, where's the security? The security in that. You know what I'm saying? Where's like, all right, how is the nigga supposed to feel safe with a motherfucker who we don't even know or ever heard of ever? Talking about a motherfucking hedge fund that you didn't found. Some motherfuckers you been out searching and looking for. Hey, I'm trying to, oh, you think you can help me with this fight? Like, when you running around here brushing shoulders with anybody and shit, and then you keep finding yourself in these weird-ass situations. This shit all goes back in the day when Errol Spence first became professional and him and his pops was trying to find him somebody to go with. You had Top Rank offering him a guarantee, and then you had Al Hammond offering him less, and he ended up getting more money with Al. He ended up being his own boss with Al. This shit all go back for the origins. Errol Spence had a perfect team from the beginning. He had his pops. He had motherfucking smart motherfuckers around him, which helped him make a good decision into going with Al Hammond in the first place. You had different motherfuckers wanted Earl, offering him big bags of money, and he ain't take it. So, Terence Crawford, he was always known to take what soon you offer him something, soon you can text Terence Crawford right now, and you can DM Terence Crawford. Terence the Duck Crawford, I can turn your $500 into $1,000. Just send me your banking information, and Terence Crawford gonna send his bank information. Why? Because that nigga is dumb. And that's that. Y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And you ain't already subscribed. And I'm out, man.